I have a problem. I consume way too much content. And I'm not talking about doom scrolling and brain rot content, but actually educational content. Self improvement videos, books, courses, podcasts, anything, whatever. Stuff that is, educational. I'm learning all the time. I'm trying to educate myself. And I've actually found out it's kind of a bad thing. I'm not creating, I'm not applying what I'm learning, I'm just learning for learning's sake. And I think it's probably one of my biggest problems that I have going into this year. And that's why I'm making this video, to address it and to, I guess, warn people that just learning for learning's sake isn't going to get you anywhere. Consuming even what seems like educational videos or motivational videos are actually bad for you, which is controversial. So here's what I I still kind of do. It's still a problem I struggle with. I'd wake up, open YouTube, see whatever Chris Williamson podcast is out there, endlessly consume on self-improvement books and videos and learn about all these different topics, how to optimize my life and how to fix my sleep and my diet and everything. Information is good. I'm not having a go at the information or what I'm learning. It's just learning for learning's sake and not applying and not creating and not, having my own original thoughts, and instead just becoming like a replay of whatever Chris Williamson podcast or Andrew Huberman podcast I watched that week, which isn't a bad thing. It's good to educate people and to spread knowledge in a way that, benefits people's lives. But there's also a point where you're kind of not taking in what you're learning, and you're just learning for the sake of, giving yourself the idea of growth rather than actually growing. So what am I doing to fix this problem? I'm trying to be more intentional with the content I consume. I don't want to just consume content and then not take action on it anymore. So I'm giving myself clear goals and having clear outcomes from the stuff I learn. So if today or this week I want to learn about how to, get into deep work and how to access flow state, I'm going to be intentional with what videos, podcasts, and books I read and have a clear, actionable guide after I learn the stuff to apply it to my life. So for this year, my main two goals are to create content, 1, and to run a marathon, 2. So any fitness-related educational stuff I consume, I try and apply it to the way I train, the way I sleep, the way I eat, and have an actual effect on myself. And then whatever sticks, whatever doesn't, get rid of it. Don't just have pointless information and protocols and knowledge for the sake of it. Same with creating content. One day I was just watching this Ali Abdaal video, who's this famous YouTuber you probably know. And, he was telling us how to start a YouTube channel and post videos. And, I'm taking notes and then I just looked to myself and I'm like, what am I doing? This isn't helping me, start a YouTube channel and actually achieve my dream of becoming a YouTuber. And yeah, the tips he's saying is good, but do you know what would be better if I just pick up a camera like this and a mic and start talking to it and actually practicing the skill instead of just, learning about it and giving myself the dopamine of, thinking that I'm learning something and getting better when actually I'm not. I kind of figured it out why we tend to have this habit, especially in the modern day where there is so much content to consume. There's an endless amount on YouTube that you can scroll through and learn from. But it's because it's easy, watching someone's YouTube video is easy, and listening to a podcast or reading a book is easy, while applying it is the hard part. Creating something of your own and having an original thought is the hard part. And that's what I struggle with, and what a lot of us struggle with. We just become these consumers instead of being the creators. And that's what I'm trying to fix. This year is all about creating for me. It's about speaking to a camera and having these thoughts of my own, which come to me in weird and wonderful places. But sharing that. And it's kind of ironic because you're consuming this video that I've made And I want to say to you that if you've got to this point, you know, click off after this video, stop watching, click off the app, and go and make something. You know, that's my challenge for anyone who's watched this video. Is your main takeaway should be intentional with what you consume, even if it's educational or even entertainment. Be intentional and say to yourself, okay, I'm learning this, or I'm consuming this for this reason, and go out and apply it in your life and take the hard step and take the action. And yeah, you can comment down below what you're gonna go out and create, whether that be a video like this, an Instagram reel, a painting, a novel, an essay, a piece of code for an app you're building, anything. Just go out and make something new. And I think it can be really beneficial for you and your brain, because I think all of us need this message where we just end up consuming way too much content out there. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I actually had to record this video again because I ended up not having my mic attached last time I recorded this, so yeah, it's okay, it happens. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.